Hello everyone, Roy Kerckhoffs here. This here is an 18 by 12 inch photo that I printed with my inkjet printer on matte photo paper. So this paper has a tooth to it, and so we can color this with pastels. This is Lifeguard Tower 11 at Cardiff State Beach and the south end of Encinitas at Cardiff-by-the-Sea. So let's do it. I'm going to use my soft pastels sticks over here to add the color. I'm going to add the color using the sticks with cotton rounds, and for the more detailed work, Q-tips, and for super detailed work we can also use pastel pencils. Not sure yet if I'm going to need that here, but we'll see. And if it's needed, we can also use a kneaded eraser to remove to erase pastel colors. Okay, so let's start with a big surface. That's maybe the foreground here. So I like to use some light brown for that. Let's go with this one. So we'll put it on. Put the color of the pastel on the cotton round. So I'm doing it this way because if you put it directly on the paper from the stick, the pastel stick, it will be too rough, too thick, and you don't have that much control over it, as opposed to doing it this way, using the cotton round in between. So just gently rub it onto the paper. You can see the structure of the photo still comes through. You can add these pastels like in a transparent way, just like I do with my Marshall photo oils, which are also very translucent oils. The nice thing about the pastels is you can even apply them opaquely if you wanted to. It just means putting it on thicker. It doesn't have to be too even adding these colors. It's nice if you do it like thicker here and there, maybe even leave this foreground here untouched. Doing the seawall. There we go. Let's add a little bit more here. And now for the beach, let's use a slightly different color. Maybe this tan looking color here. just to get at least a slight difference between the beach and the foreground. Actually, this difference is not that big. Between the colors that I just used. So what we could do, we could actually maybe take some of this yellow orange, just go over it. And don't go too crazy on it. Probably good enough. So now let's move on to the tower. So this tower is blue in reality, and of course you can color it any way you like, but in this case I kind of want to stick with the real color. I like the blue. I'm also always using the smooth side of these cotton rounds. These have like a rougher side with some structure to it and like a smoother side to it. Here we go. It kind of looks like more like a phthalo blue. And I think in this case I will add most of the surface in this way with the cotton round and stay away from the edges, and we'll do that with the Q-tips. And that's so we don't go over the lines and add blue into the sky. Because this is a little bit more of a rougher approach, and it's hard to like keep track of where the lines are. Same for this no lifeguard on duty sign. We'll just go around it for now. I think it really is yellow, but you might just leave it untouched. Okay, so you have to be careful. And I'm also trying not to go too much over the railing. I would like to leave that untouched as much as possible. Okay, let's now move on to the Q-tips. Using the other side. This side is a little more messed up now. There we go. Going all around the edges. So I'm kind of adding the pastel and at the same time kind of smoothing it out. So this tower is right on the border with Seaside, although this might be partly considered Seaside too, which is the name of the beach here at the north end of Solana Beach, which is right there, which borders with Cardiff-by-the-Sea and Cardiff State Beach. It's a very nice sandy beach. And as you can see, I went here on a day with lots of clouds. It was probably a marine layer. I like clouds and marine layers. It adds some interest to the sky. I mean, yes, blue skies, of course, invites you to visit the beach and go in the ocean, but I think I still prefer skies like this. Even to go to the beach and go in the water, I prefer this kind of weather. Well, let's take a piece off of the kneaded eraser. And let's see if we can remove some of the color that went on the sign here. Yes, it does come off. Tends to stick a little bit. I think we did it. Okay, now let's add a little bit of color to the ocean. And let's take a different blue. I'm thinking of this dark blue here. And since it's such a tiny little area, a small area, we'll do it with a Q-tip again. We went a little bit over this breaking wave here, the white water. And even though there's a lot of foam here, I still would like to add a little bit of that blue in between here. And stay away from the widest part. And maybe over here a little bit more. Looking pretty good. Tiny bit more here. So here we go, it's all finished. 18 by 12 inch, black and white photo printed on matte paper with a regular inkjet printer and colored with pastels. So I hope you liked the video. Please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.